welcome to a very special bonus Christmas episode of Two Asian Blokes. My name is Dan with a H. Tavi's not here today because he hates Christmas. Not really, but he's a bit busy with his own film. But that's okay, because I'm being joined by three lovely guests. We have with us three members of the cast and crew behind the new movie, A Christmas Party, a film about two childhood friends reconnecting at a family Christmas party and all the awkwardness and drama and infighting that comes along with that situation. Please welcome director Alex Helmer and our two leads, Jaxon Keller and Sarah-Grace Donnelly. Welcome, guys.
What's going on?
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you for joining me. I know it's in the evening for you guys in the States. Are you having a good evening?
Not too bad. 7 p.m. for me over here.
I can't complain. It's 10:20 where me and Alex are.
We've been looking forward to this for a long time, Dan. So you could have called us up at any time. We would have showed up. We would have made this happen.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, that can confirm that.
That is lovely to hear. Why though?
He's a big fan.
We were actually under the impression that it was two Asian blokes. So if it was only one Asian bloke, I'm not sure we would have made it. But now that I've met you, Dan, it's already been a pleasure.
Yeah, well, that means a lot, guys. Thank you so much. And apologies that Tavi could not join us, but that's okay. You got the better half, so you know. Please take solace in that. So we are here to talk about A Christmas Party, but how about we warm up a bit with some introductions? Could you please introduce yourselves and your role in this project?
What's up, guys? I'm Alex, the director of A Christmas Party. This is my first feature. Fun fact. I don't really have a fun fact, actually. I'm not fun at all. That's the fun fact.
Did you add the fun fact category? Or did you say that?
I wanted to spice it up with something interesting, not just
Well,
I'm
you
a
should have
director.
had something before trying to spice it
No,
up.
If you're going to bring it up.
No,
Let's
no,
try
it's
to
not.
get out.
By the way,
I'm
I have nothing to say.
That's the fun fact. I'm not that fun. I'm actually very mildly entertaining.
Okay, well, that makes your movie much more impressive.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's why I wasn't acting in it. I was actually going to play all 17 roles, but I said,
Oh, yeah, Nutty Professor style.
I was going to do Tyler Perry, Medea, that type thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's more recent. Yeah.
My name is Jaxon Keller. I play the lead, Adam Hartman. And I'm not going to do a fun fact. I guess we're all just adding our own category here, but I'll go with my favorite color is a nice light blue.
Oh, I love light blue. I have light blue pants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You do
I
have
love
light blue pants. I've seen them way too many times.
Well, there's your fun fact, Alex.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. Hi, I'm Sarah-Grace Donnelly. I play Allie. My fun fact is, I don't know where this came from. I love pickles. I love pickles a lot. Ever since I was a kid, I'll drink the juice. Like sometimes I'll just keep a jar in the fridge of just the juice because it tastes good.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
But you guys hate pickles? Jesus.
I mean, I don't hate pickles.
It's just like, okay.
What? I don't know. It just popped in my head and I thought maybe you guys cared.
That'll hook in the listeners. Dan, we actually want that part cut out of the final product.
Okay, yeah,
That's so rude, guys.
It's going to tarnish our image. So you just like drink the juice and shit?
You guys are awful.
I'm a fan of picklebacks. That's a fun drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
that?
I have no idea what that is.
It's basically just alcohol and pickle juice.
In America, we'll do like
Yeah.
a shot of whiskey and then a shot of pickle juice. Is that how you guys do it in Australia?
Yeah, I mean, whiskey can be substituted for anything, I think. But like I've seen recently people like hollowing out a pickle and just pouring the shot into the hollowed out pickle. So there's
Oh, shit. Hang on. You're giving me so many ideas right now.
Jackson, we're not alcoholics, so we don't delve into
we don't
activity
really.
like that. We don't do that. We're too
We're
professional.
actually talking about pickles right now.
Why are we talking about pickles?
I will say my mom loves a good pickled martini. So
See,
I know
me
what you
too.
mean.
That's
Yeah.
like my favorite. A pickle teeny. You don't even taste.
Oh, yes, that's what it's called. A pickle teeny.
A pickle teeny.
Now I want one. Jackson, have your mom make one for me.
Yeah,
Right,
me
I
too.
get you.
all right, cool. Next, let's introduce the project. So this one is for Alex. Please introduce A Christmas Party.
Yeah, so Christmas Party. It's an irreverent, chaotic Christmas comedy. It's shot in or around the Washington, D.C. area here in the States where I grew up. And it's based on my community, my family, people that I've grown up around, the atmosphere of the DC area. I don't want to kind of give away too much, but it's a lot of characters in it, a lot of people hopefully you'll relate to, people that you traditionally come across that you might hate, that you might love, but at the end of the day, it's a movie about community, about loving each other, and it's really fucking hilarious. So watch it when it comes out.
Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely a very relatable situation for anybody that's grown up with Christmas, right? Just that awkward Christmas party. Kind of don't want to be there, but you kind of do at the same time. And you're right, it does have a lot of colorful characters in it, two of which are your character, Jaxon, and Sarah-Grace, your character as well. So I thought it would be fun to describe each other's characters. How about we start with Jaxon? Could you describe Sarah-Grace's character, Ali, in one sentence?
I was hoping you'd start with Sarah-Grace. Can I do one word? Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
I would have to say, wow, the silence is loud.
Right. Go on, take your time.
I don't want to say the wrong thing, she's sitting right there.
Right.
I'd have to say probably like incontent.
Wow.
If that's a word. Uncontent?
Incontent?
Uncontent.
That's what you came up with.
Uncontent?
Not
Not
content.
content. You can have more than one
You're
word.
honestly getting worse the more you...
These are
Okay. Not content. Yes.
Mhm.
Wow, that's how you describe Ali, is just not content.
Oh, wait, I got you, actually. Thinks she is content, but isn't. Let's go with that. That's a
Okay.
little better.
Okay. All right.
Alex
That's a very...
disagrees.
Okay.
I think that's a very Adam way to
it is what it
describe
is.
Ali. But no, that's great. Thank you. All right. How about you, Sarah-Grace? How would you describe Jackson's character, Adam, in one sentence?
I think he is a hopeless romantic who isn't afraid to fail big.
Christmas bells cast a spell on the world.
It's good.
It's way better than mine.
Non-content.
Non-content.
I can't believe you said that. I cannot believe you said that.
I don't. You know what I meant? Uncontent? Incontent?
Yeah, I get it. Great. Nice. Your characters, Adam and Ali, are childhood friends. So next, I'd like you guys to describe your two characters' relationship using a word at a time story. Are you guys familiar with a word at a time story?
Can you
I
just
tried to
tell us?
explain this to them beforehand. So I know what you're talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about.
So,
I was hoping I wouldn't have to explain it because it's surprisingly hard to explain. It is.
It's hard to explain. I know.
Yeah.
It's
Is
hard
it
to
the game
explain.
where it's like
Yes, it's that improv game where you take turns saying, yeah.
right?
Yep.
That's it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I know this
Okay.
game. I know this game.
Who wants to start?
Jaxon said he
I'll
wants to
start.
start, I think. Yeah.
Yes,
There you
I
go.
did want to start this time.
Don't start with non-content, okay?
I'm going to start with many.
Memories,
Were
Shared
but
many
years
gone.
period, end of sentence.
Many memories shared, but many years gone.
now
We
Are
rekindling
finally.
magical.
That doesn't work.
Why
does
not?
not work.
Finally, semicolon, magical.
Okay.
Moments
Feel.
Everlasting.
again.
Is that,
Period.
Yeah, okay. Nice. That went very well, I think.
Can you edit out the bits where we look stupid?
I think I killed it.
I think we did pretty good. Alex
Yeah.
was.
Are you
I
serious?
don't know what was going on there.
Magical dog? What?
Well, I was trying to, add not some random word. I was trying to
No, I think it worked.
make it
Yeah,
more
definitely.
magical.
It worked. I think it did work. I was skeptical, but it worked.
All right, nice. Next, I'd like Alex to describe the inspiration behind this film. Alex, you wrote it in conjunction with Guy, was it? The co-writer?
Yeah.
What inspired you to create this story?
Yeah. So, like I said earlier, love my family, my community. Growing up here in DC, I wrote it at a time where I was away from home for a longer period of time. On the opposite coast, I was in LA for a while, so very different than how I grew up. I've lived in the same house majority of my life, with the same neighbors, with the same friends, for I guess a majority of my life pre-college. So it was the first film. It was my third film, my first feature. But the first one that I felt was very personal to me. I want to make comedies, something that reflected my personality as a really funny person, usually the funniest person in a room, every room I walk into. So yeah, and I think, this film demonstrates that.
Nice. I see a lot of eye rolling.
See, it works. They're laughing.
In
I
the
see a lot of
crowd.
laughing.
I did not laugh.
You're smiling
I'm
right
laughing. I don't know if I'm laughing with you.
I'm smiling because you look like a dumbass.
We do love each other, Dan, I swear.
Yeah, no, I get that.
This is not a good. Actually, this is a really good reflection of our friendship.
now. It's everlasting.
Yes.
Period.
Magical, some would say.
And for you, Sarah-Grace and Jaxon, like I said before, that this situation is a pretty relatable situation to a lot of people. But is it also indicative or reflective of your guys' experience with Christmas growing up?
I don't know if I had the craziness of what the movie has. I usually spend Christmas with just my close family, my parents, my sister, and then my grandparents. But I mean, definitely the funness of it for sure. It's very family oriented like the movie is. But I would say compared to a Christmas party, it's pretty different. I mean, we have that love aspect of it. We have that fun comedic aspect of it, but the craziness is just not there. We're pretty tame on Christmas Day.
Yeah, no one cornering you at the bathroom.
Yeah, none of that. Unless Joe Rashbaum comes to Christmas, then.
Okay, I'm happy for you. How about you, Sarah-Grace?
Yeah, I mean, I think certain elements for sure. It's a tradition in my family that on Boxing Day, it's Christmas Day, I usually just spend with my mom and my grandmother, my very close family. So that's more of a quiet affair. But on Boxing Day, all of my extended family, we get together, and it definitely has some of the Christmas party elements. There's a lot of very loud voices. There's always a hot fire going. There's a lot of food. Everybody looks forward to the meal my godfather always makes. Yeah, not as much drama as we have in the Christmas party, but I think my family can match the chaos to an extent.
And I guess that's kind of what I like about the film as well. It is quite chaotic. I'm hoping it's a exaggerated version of what you had to grow up with, Alex, because it's quite uncomfortable at times.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I've cornered many a people in the bathroom.
Oh, okay, so you're that guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's the trick. Most people read it, they're like, "So you were Adam?" I'm like, "No, I was the guy cornering others in the bathroom, asking them if they were fucking my wife."
You gotta ask, otherwise you won't know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Last question for the intro. What is your ideal Christmas?
I'm not gonna lie. Mine is exactly what is in the movie because I think it's hilarious. If I was there, I would be the guy laughing throughout the entire party.
I think my ideal Christmas is, also, similar to a Christmas party in a way, just surrounded by, everybody I love and, having a good time, eating a lot, being together, and yeah, pretty standard, but that's it.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but I would agree. Maybe not that many aspects of it. Maybe a smaller version of a Christmas party. But yeah, I mean, family, friends coming together and just enjoying their time together and getting to have a good time with each other during the holidays. That's all you can really ask for.
Yeah, totally. And I think that's kind of what makes a Christmas party relatable. I mean, all of the chaos aside, at the end of the day, it is a story about family and friends coming together for Christmas despite their differences, right? So I think judging from your guys' answer and judging from my own thoughts on it, that is the ideal Christmas, being surrounded by the chaos of it. Cool. Next, I would like to talk about the production of the film in general, without going into spoilers for people that haven't had a chance to see it. What was it like working on the film? Like you said, Alex, there are a lot of personalities on the screen. It's quite a big cast as well. So I imagine shoots together would have been quite chaotic. Even just the three of you together is pretty chaotic. So I imagine with more of the cast here, it would have been pretty rowdy. What was your time like shooting?
Oh man, gosh, that's a really loaded question because, like you said, just us three is pretty chaotic. But picture like us three times 10. Or times more than 10, because our cast, so everyone you see on screen, everyone you don't see behind the scenes during production, we really became a family, and that's I mean, you hear a lot of that on set, from various sets, but I feel like especially ours, having been on numerous sets myself, the fact that we made the movie a year and a half ago, we're still great friends, talk all the time. We still, love seeing each other, whether that's when we did reshoots of the film, the premiere, just various instances. I know Jaxon and Joe Rashbaum, who played CJ, went to lunch at a Vietnamese spot. So
yeah, we did. That's right.
So look, it's something that, because of our and it's emblematic of the movie, really, and you can see it on screen. The just the chemistry that we shared, our love of one another is shown in the movie, because that really is how we felt behind the scenes. We really can't get enough of each other, which is great.
That is great. And like, were you guys friends before the shoot, or was it your first time meeting?
No, I hated these guys before. I'm joking. I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Okay.
No, we did rehearsals, but. With the exception, I think there was two casts that I had worked with before on different films that I made, and then numerous crew, like DP I've worked with before, First AC, just several crew here and there. But yeah, for the most part, nobody really knew each other. We just kind of garnered a mutual respect and love of one another when we worked on the film.
Nice one. Let's circle back to Jaxon. You went to eat Vietnamese food with CJ.
I did do that.
Yeah, I mean, nothing says Christmas like a banh mi, but
I mean, you can just imagine how it went. It's instances like that kind of show how well in a tight-knit group we truly are. I hang out with Alex way too much. I pretty much call these two almost every day. I mean, it's a very lucky thing that I had for it being my first feature and getting to work with such an amazing cast and crew. And we just had our premiere a few months ago in August, and that feeling of like getting to see everyone back together again, cast, crew, everyone that helped work on the film, it was truly something magical. Not to use Alex's word there, but
it's actually my word. I trademarked it. It's mine.
Yeah, I said it was your word. But no, I mean, it's very heartwarming knowing that, like, one day if a castmate wants to get lunch, they're in town. Like with me and Joe, he just hit me up and was like, hey, I'll be in town next week. Let's get dinner. And we did, and we had a great time. It's just nice knowing that we have all such great relationships like that, to where we can just, call each other up, text each other up, and just be like, hey, do you want to do something tonight? Or do you want to do something this night? I'll be in town. And I think that's a really testament to Alex and him creating an amazing ensemble cast.
And Sarah-Grace, would you agree with these sentiments? Or you can tell me if you just hated it. Like,
no, actually, it was awful. It was the worst 2 weeks of my life. Like, I can't stand these guys. No.
Yeah, I was kind of like trying to read your face as Jaxon was talking. You're like, nah.
You're like, she doesn't feel the same. No, all jokes aside, I mean, it's true what they said. We really are all so close after this. We got so close on that set. I mean, when we wrapped filming, I actually went to London with Max, the guy who plays Roman, because he was going back, and he was like, oh, going back. And I was like, I've never been. He's like, you want to go? And I was like, sure. If that shows you, like, how close and stuff all of us got in such a short time period, Yeah, it was great. A lot of us, I don't know if anyone has said this yet, like when we filmed this, a lot of us lived at the house where we shot.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think that definitely helped play a part in all of us becoming so close. Cause I mean, that's just like what we were living every day. You know, you wake up, you go make your breakfast, everybody's there. You know, sometimes like in the morning, people will go out and do things together, get breakfast together. Like it was just such like a family unit from day one. You know, we didn't really need to try. It was great. And I agree with Jaxon. That definitely is a testament to Alex and his perfect casting and just, you know, encouraging the relationships the way he did and giving us the freedom that he did.
I haven't had Vietnamese food with CJ, though. That's the one thing I haven't done that I really need to do. But I wasn't asked. I wasn't invited. So what can you do?
You weren't in town.
I still wouldn't have been invited.
Actually, yeah. Well.
That's really interesting though that you guys were staying in the same house, or a lot of you were. Yeah. Was that like a conscious decision on your part, Alex, or was it more of like a circumstance thing?
It was like the biggest risk of all time because it really was for budgetary reasons. I'm not even going to hide it. Okay. It just happened that the house is huge that we shot the movie in. So there's like 15 beds in that house. There was a closet that someone slept in. People really found every single spot in that house that you could have slept in or that was like kind of plausible for sleeping. Like if there was a floor, if there was space, sure. At a certain point, we had I think we reached 20 people sleeping there at the same time. I went up one night and the entire G&E crew was on the couch, like watching a movie, but like half of them were asleep. And of course, Brendan, our first AD, was the only one awake. But it was a real risk because obviously you don't know. We obviously like these guys said, I tried to consciously choose both good human beings and good actors, right? But you never really know until, although we did rehearsals virtually, you never really know until you see each other in person. And I think we mentioned this very early on, or one of these guys did, or someone else, that, one bad apple could have ruined the entire experience for everyone, right? And we were very fortunate that wasn't the case, and that we all loved each other, and seeing each other in the morning before we shot, seeing each other at night after we wrapped. It was both on and off camera. We shared a lot of moments together, to the point where when people left one by one as we continued the filming process, people are crying. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is intense, man. I'm like, I kind of just want to do some more takes so that we get more time with these people. But again, I was very blessed nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, that, like you said, that's a huge risk, even for the closest of friends, staying in such a space together, especially when there's a lot of people. It's very easy to get under each other's skin, right?
There was no space.
Yeah. Were there any conflicts? Were there any challenges on set as a result of that, or outside of that?
I'd say the only challenge, I don't even know, I guess this is considered a challenge. It's something, that's for sure. They came out of, I guess, all of us staying at this house was the day before we shot the football scene, which we shot entirely at night. It was like a 6 to 6 sort of situation. The boys in the morning, like all the guys and some of the girls too, were out there just throwing the football, having fun, after eating breakfast. And Max actually, I think fell down the hill or something and sprained his ankle really bad, actually got hurt and was kind of limping, and they had to write some shit in as a result of it. Okay, maybe if we weren't all staying together, constantly messing around, that would have been avoided, but...
No, I probably would have. I mean, typical British behavior, right? Just rolling down a hill and hurting themselves at the thought of nothing.
We had to teach him the game, and then he, decided...
Yeah, in true Roman fashion, actually does hurt himself.
He did fight through it.
He did. He shot the scene.
He did. Honestly, that was that was, props to Max for that. He was in so much pain, and he really just handled that like a trooper. Yeah.
I mean, I did not question it when I was watching the movie. I was like, of course he hurt himself. That makes sense.
It honestly fits. It fits very well.
Yeah.
If it had to happen to anyone, I'm not gonna say I'm glad it happened to Max, but
it was fortunate that it was his character.
I think story-wise, it makes
narratively
if
fortunate.
It happened and Max is younger, he can afford to have a bad ankle for a number of years. If it happened to David, if it happened to I don't know, man. If I had one of the older cast members, dude, I would have I would have felt bad the rest. I would have honestly quit. I wouldn't have made another movie again. I would have felt so bad.
He doesn't mean that.
And remember when we were shooting that football scene, David, who plays Gene, who's I believe the oldest member of the cast, but he, you would never know because he looks and acts like he's like 25 years old. He was doing some crazy stunts that we weren't doing in rehearsal, to a point where all of us were like, Dave, calm down. Calm down. He was like jumping up in the air. It's like, David, the ball's like right here. Why are we jumping?
David actually hurdled Joe Morano.
Wow.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
No, I'm lying.
I heard about that.
That's such a plausible lie. It's like, you
I should say Marco. David hurdled Marco, or Gene hurdled Marco. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Because there are a lot of characters and they all have very strong personalities. Do you think the actors' real-life personality were reflective of the character's personality? Like, to what extent do you think?
Yeah, great question. So Joe Morano, who plays Marco, I think he's the best example of this because the Marco character is really strong. I established early when we were rehearsing with Joe. I told him, I was like, hey, because there are certain rehearsals where, in certain improv rehearsals even, where he just kind of faded in the background. And I told him, I was like, hey man, you have the power in every one of your scenes. I give you complete creative freedom to control the pace of every scene you're in, because that's the type of character Marco is. He's very loud, takes up a lot of space.
Andrew Tate with hair.
Exactly. So, and he is nothing like that character at all. But he had told me is from being from an Italian American background, he knew so many people like that he was able to pull from. And I can't speak for everyone. I can't speak for these guys either. But I'm sure a lot of cast members did, but I don't think any of them are really carbon copies of their characters. Even Rebecca, she has one scene with Joe, actually plays Marco, like a political infighting scene about abortion. We did a couple takes of it and the passion just wasn't there. And I told her, because Rebecca's extremely smart. She worked for the State Department. She's amazing stories. And I told her, because she's very politically knowledgeable, and I told her at one point on the last take we did, I was just, hey, do this as Rebecca. Do this as someone who knows her shit, who knows exactly what she's talking about, and is extremely passionate about these issues, which is who she is. And that scene, that take wound up in the film, and it's by far the best take of that scene we did. That was the final scene we did during reshoots, and I love that take. And so there are scenes where the real life personalities did come through.
Yeah, nice. So that line was, or that series of lines was improvised by her?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
she just knew that much about like abortion legislation in the U.S. So she's awesome.
Nice. And how about you, Jaxon? How much did you relate to the character of Adam?
Well, I always say Adam reminds me a lot of myself in a lot of ways. Some ways, not so much. I don't know if I'd make that big of a fool of myself in front of an entire party. I'm not going to specify what. Well,
there's a lot of head shaking going on here, Jaxon.
Not in that way.
Okay.
But no, I mean, the best way I can put him is he's boyish, he's stupid, he's makes mistakes. He's the same way I am in that way, and he learns. And the character arc throughout the entire movie is one of my favorite things that happens throughout the whole movie, not just because I play the character, but it's honestly very beautifully written and very well written, to the point where you can genuinely see the points of his mind turning and realizing, like, okay, hey, I'm not this kid anymore, I need to mature in some ways. And I don't want to say too much just because of spoilers and reasons like that. But if you watch the movie, you very much understand that he has one of the best, if not the best, character arc in the movie.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of represents a period of time for most guys, I think. Yeah. And for you, Sarah-Grace, like your character, Ali, is quite complex. Like Jaxon said, she's non-content. What kind of creative inspirations did you take to get into the mindset of Ali?
Well, I was telling the boys about this the other day. When we were in rehearsal for this film, we rehearsed for about 2 or 3 months before. we started
Only.
filming, I was watching what?
Sorry, you said only rehearse 2 to 3 months. Only rehearse. Only.
I know. I mean,
Seems like a while.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Like,
Lot of rehearsals. Lot of rehearsals.
Lot
Alex
of rehearsals.
loves his rehearsals.
I do love rehearsals.
and we're all thankful for them. We've established this.
I'm just messing with
No,
him. No, the
We gotta give
rehearsals.
them shit, I know, but I
Very
will
much.
say,
I can't believe they did it, especially after there's a book by Sidney Lumet that I read. It's like my filmmaking Bible. I read after we shot this, and he rehearsed 3 to 4 weeks with actors, right?
Mhm.
And that was considered a lot. Like 4 weeks was crazy, but we did like 3 months.
Yeah,
no, it
that's
was
a long
awesome.
time.
Honestly, it was one of the best things you could have done for the film, I think, and it clearly paid off.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, when we were rehearsing, I was watching Succession. I was watching a lot of Succession.
Okay.
It was my favorite show at the time, and still is one of my favorite shows. And I saw a lot of Shiv in Allie, in the sense that they're both, females in male-dominated spaces. They're both like go-getters. They're hungry. There's definitely some similarities. Like Shiv's, I think, a lot more insane than Allie is. I think Allie's more, lost and conflicted. And like Jaxon said, not content. And, I actually think that her and Adam are in very similar places in their life at the beginning of this film. They're both like disillusioned about these things that they thought were going to be great and have turned out to be not so great. But yeah, like as far as like inspo goes for Allie, like Shiv was definitely a big one.
And how about for you, Jaxon? Did you have any characters in mind when you were trying to get into the mindset of Adam?
Honestly, no. I'm not gonna lie to you. So the way my audition process went, I was in a show. I went to school for musical theater, and we were doing our school show at that time. And the auditions and the callbacks that I had were always so late, just because I had rehearsal right after school. So it was kind of like 5 to 10 rehearsal, and then I would get on for either maybe one of my callbacks or an audition. And if I'm being honest, I didn't read the script that much.
Okay.
Wow, that sounds familiar.
Surprise, surprise.
Right. See?
we read a script yesterday together, and it didn't go great for Jaxon.
We read a script yesterday together, and I read the character wrong that Alex wanted, and the universe blew up, obviously.
Yeah, I threw the script away, and
Guys, we cannot start on this again. We cannot.
Anyways.
Dan, do you want to read a script with us, all 4 of us, right now?
I mean, sounds like I had just as much prep time as Jaxon, so I should be fine, right?
We'll give you the Eric character, the Eric Keller character.
No. You got the lead. You can play lead.
Finally, my big break.
He's just saying that the lead is Japanese. That's why he's saying that, by the way.
No, that's not why I'm saying that.
That's why he's saying it.
We all just have characters.
I see.
He's racially profiling you, Dan.
No, do not.
I knew he was going to do this. Jaxon, why'd you do this? I knew
This
it.
is why I said, guys, we cannot do this again.
God, it's been 40 minutes. Man couldn't be racist for 40
Anyway.
minutes.
Let me go get my kimono. I'll do it
This
for
whole
you.
part out. This whole
Edit all of this out. Get it out.
okay.
Kill him with your
anyway.
katana, Dan.
Yeah.
That's worse than what I said. That's way worse than
He
what
said
I
he's pulling
said.
out his kimono. So
Yeah,
I'm just
Oh, I
following
didn't
through.
hear that. I didn't hear that.
And regular listeners will know I am well versed in Japanese sword, so yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, I retract my statement. Then.
Yeah, you better.
He's going to fly across the country actually kill all of us.
Sorry, Jaxon, go on.
No, you're good. It's my fault, honestly. Actually, it's Alex's fault. But
No, it's your fault.
I wasn't very prepared when I read the script, and when I auditioned, I was much more prepared for the callback. But I remember reading through it during the audition, and honestly, inspiration-wise, the whole character kind of just felt and came very natural to me, kind of as if how I would act in some certain situations. Not all situations, but that's why when you asked me how the Adam character reflects on myself, it's very similar in a lot of ways and different in a lot of ways, which is a reason that I loved being able to play the part and being able to play the character, because there's so many things I resonate with, and then there's so many things that I didn't, as the character that Adam is. So I think I don't want to say the inspiration was myself, but part of that definitely was just because there's so many lines and so many parts in the movie I see in myself. And I think that's one of the reasons why Alex kind of knew that I was right for the part, just because I was so natural to it. And that's what really led me to falling in love with the script, just was how conversational and how easy it was for me personally, and just I'm assuming most of the characters just from what I read. So not really an inspiration, but definitely saw a lot of my parts in myself within the character. So I'll say myself. Sure. Let's go with that.
It did feel very natural. And I think that's probably because of how much you resonated with the character personally. Like, especially like the interactions between Adam and Sean. I thought they were a good duo. And I felt like a lot of your reactions to the stuff that Sean was doing was quite natural.
Yeah, it really was, honestly.
Yeah. But Alex, how about your creative inspirations as the director/writer? Like, I feel like I saw some nods to certain movies and directors in there, but I just want to hear like what kind of creative inspirations you took.
Yeah. Tell me, Dan, what did you see? I'm just curious.
A lot of the kind of chaotic aspects of the Christmas party itself, like a lot of the kind of split screen shots, kind of were reminiscent of, I don't know, like your typical kind of holiday film. So I feel like you were going for a holiday vibe, but then there are a lot of quieter moments as well, especially in the interactions between Adam and Ali.
Yeah.
Some of it felt a bit like Asian cinema, to be honest. I remember there was a scene where they were playing chess and it was just silence during that scene. And I thought, like, that's not something you see a lot of in film. Like, especially these days, it is all about noise, right? And keeping attention spans. So I just felt like it was a really interesting mix of creative inspirations. I'd like to hear a bit more from you about that.
First of all, thank you for bringing up the chess scene. I remember whenever Jaxon and I talk about the movie, he always gets to the chess scene. He's like, God, I don't know what that scene is. I don't understand that scene. I don't know what it's for.
He loves that scene.
I love that scene.
I like that scene too. Yeah.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I told you, Jaxon, man, it's a great scene. We did that during reshoots, so I really loved it. But anyways, inspirations, and I mentioned this whenever people ask. Certainly the case with myself and Guy, who co-wrote the movie. Woody Allen is a big inspo. The idea of kind of immoral romantic conflicts in the movie that you as an audience member feel you root for certain characters, support certain characters, despite the fact that what they're doing and how they're doing it might not be like the most morally righteous, right? But you find yourself in these morally gray situations, and then as an audience member, you almost have to question your own allegiances, which I think when you're able to impact an audience in that sort of way, I think that's very, very fun when you're able to leave them conflicted. And Woody Allen films certainly do that with a lot of the more complex romantic relationships. I mentioned a lot of, and I gave you guys like, I don't know if you guys did it. Max did. I gave them like a list of movies to watch. No, you didn't do it. No,
but Succession was apparently on it.
We talked. Sarah-Grace is right. We talked about Succession a lot, the Tom and Shiv stuff in Succession a lot when we were rehearsing. But yeah, like your traditional like big 90s ensemble rom-coms that we used to get, like Meet the Parents. And then even back to like a lot of 40s screwball comedies, like your classic Arsenic and Old Lace, for example, like a lot of Lubitsch, Preston Sturges, like a lot of Barbara Stanwyck movies, like Roman is the character straight out of like a Henry Fonda, The Lady Eve type movie, right? And so we really took a lot from, all eras. If you know me, I'm someone who prefers like a lot of classic cinema. And so I try to utilize that in a more contemporary way. But again, each actor really brought their own flavor to the movie. So despite what like was foundationally built, I feel like that's why I feel like I'm actually happy when they mentioned they don't have that many like creative inspirations for their characters, because we really wanted to come from a place of authenticity, not like, let's take from this movie, let's take from this TV show, because then you just wind up mimicking already established performances, and I don't think that's really helpful for anyone. Even with characters who are based off of real people, I remember Bodana, who played Juliet, was trying to get me as they walk away.
Sorry, my computer's dying.
You lost them, Alex.
I'm done. I've been talking for too long. They have to take a pee break. Jack says, take a pee break. So I'll keep talking. No, Bodana, who played Juliet, she kept asking me throughout rehearsals if she could meet the real Juliet, who I'm very close to, who's a very close family friend of mine. And I kept telling her no, because I didn't want it to impact her interpretation of the character. Because it's despite, foundationally that's who it was based on. It's so different when you read the script and when you cultivate an idea of the character in your mind. And I don't really want to distract anyone. So when these guys, what I'm saying, Dan, is that you shouldn't have asked that question. It was a terrible question. No,
Yeah.
It was a great question, Dan.
I'm joking, but we get asked that question all the time, and it is that thing of just like I do give them like inspirations, but for characters, I don't like to,
Yeah, well, they don't know that. That's why he has to ask.
Yeah, I know, but now you know, Dan. You interview us for our next movie, don't ask.
Yeah, I'll leave it out. But no, I like, now that you've said it, I can definitely see all of them, like in the Woody Allen films, the 90s. The screwball comedy aspect, I think, comes off a lot in the interactions between Adam and Ali. So yeah, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Nice.
Sorry, I ran to the bathroom. Alex was on a tangent, so I thought it was a good time to go.
It was a good time.
That was a wise decision. It's all coming out. But without getting into spoilers territory, what do you think is the takeaway from the film?
I mean, it sounds cheesy, but especially as you spend this amount of time with these characters who seemingly don't like each other and have so much more different than they do in common. It's easy, when you're in those situations in real life, to say, oh, I don't like this person. They don't think the way I do, or they do things that I don't like. At the end of the day, the movie's about the power of community, the power of loving each other in spite of their differences, but despite their differences. So yeah, again, it sounds cheesy, but there's a lot of this movie where we really are very mean-spirited, Guy and I, with our comedy, and a lot of they say terrible things to one another, they do bad things to one another, all in service of all getting what they want. They're all in different goals. They have different goals, different missions, but at the end of the day, they see each other for who they are, and despite everything they go through. Oh God, I'm just giving away the entire movie, aren't I? But the movie's just about community and the power of that, especially now, 2025. I don't spend a lot of time with my neighbors. I wish I did back when I was, compared to when I was a kid. But and I feel like that's the same with a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is the kind of film that is saying a lot, but at the same time, the core message is quite simple. It's just about family and not getting along sometimes, but at the end of the day, they're family, right? And Jaxon, Sarah-Grace, do you have anything to add to Alex's words?
Yeah, I really agree with what you just said, Dan. I mean, for me, that's kind of what I think one of the biggest takeaways is like, Christmas isn't always this like perfect thing out of like a Hallmark movie. I mean, when you get your family together, like you don't pick your family. Your family's your family, and there's gonna be Christmas fights. There's gonna be, heads butting and stuff. And it's like, Christmas doesn't have to look exactly perfect for it to still be perfect in a way. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's like, it's just about, being with your family despite everyone's differences and appreciating, the love and the unconditional love and support that offers,
Yeah, 100%. Anything to add, Jaxon?
I mean, yeah, no one does an R-rated Christmas movie. That's just how it goes. No one does that. And most of the time, I'm going to say, at least from my experience, Christmas most of the time for my family is R-rated. It's very realistic. A lot of the stuff that's talked about is very realistic in many people's lives. And that's why I think it lands so well, because of the nature of it, because it doesn't have those cliches, It's not, oh, happy ending, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, happy ending, but there's definitely some growing pains there for sure. And I think that's what makes the movie so great is the realism of it all, because no one wants to see a movie about a perfect family who do everything perfect and everything's perfect in their life. That's not how real life is. People like watching what they experience day to day. And that's why I think that's why I think it's so great. I think it's going to land so well. And I think it's really going to resonate with everyday folk, because that's really the targeted audience, is people every day experiencing what we did in the film.
Yeah. I remember after we had the premiere, I don't know if it was the same for you guys, but people kept coming up to me talking about all different characters who they related to, people who spoke to them. And there's a bunch of characters in this movie, and it seems like everyone I talked to has a different character that they gravitated towards, the most. And that's really touching when people are able to feel that much for certain characters in the movie, feel so much when certain decisions are made in the movie, when they're able to connect as artists. I think, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I'm going to hear when I say that, that's the greatest compliment you can give us, is that, we made an impact on you.
Yeah, definitely. Like, as an Australian, I don't have a firm grasp on American politics. So a lot of that stuff admittedly went over my head, but you can definitely find characters in your life, people in your life that reflect the same characters in this movie. And I think that's the beauty of a film like this. It is a very relatable story despite the differences between people and culture. No, that's cool. Thank you, guys. We're up to the bonus round of this recording. So this is just fun, quick fire questions, one word answers. Sometimes you can have 2 words if you want. Don't think about it too much. All right, ready? What's your go-to Christmas movie?
A Christmas Story.
Christmas Vacation.
The Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Okay, good clarification. Nice. What's your go-to Christmas song?
All I Want for Christmas.
This Christmas.
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
What Christmas song or movie do you secretly or openly hate?
Oh my gosh. What a great question. Low-key, I rewatched How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey the other day.
Oh, don't you dare.
I mean, exactly. They're going to hate me for it. I think it's fine. That's my hot take. I think it's just fine.
That is a hot take indeed.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I just think it's okay.
Terrible take. I'm going to go with All I Want for Christmas. I despise that song.
Second that. Second that 100%. It's too much, Alex. It's everywhere in Australia.
I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, of course, you guys want to fit in with everyone, everyone saying that, which is everyone apparently. It's like not really a hot take.
No, it's just so
song.
Overplayed. I'm sick of hearing
it. Yeah, I'm going to say other than Baby, It's Cold Outside and a select few Michael Bublé, I just hate Christmas music. It drives me nuts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. No wonder The Grinch is your favorite Christmas film.
I am The Grinch. They make fun of me all the time because I'm very open about the fact that I really don't like Christmas.
Well, okay.
So I guess I'm The Grinch.
Did you say it during auditions that you hated Christmas?
I think
You said that really early that you hated
Probably.
Christmas.
I was like, yeah, I know this is a Christmas movie. By the way, I hate Christmas.
And horizontal movies. Sorry.
No.
They keep making digs at me because
dig. Take that one out.
Do you want to take this time to promote your vertical films?
Do you see
You had one come out today. I'm not being sarcastic.
No shame.
That's true. Yeah, you know what? One of my vertical films did come out today. It's on.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Go watch it. Link down below.
Link down below.
He said nope.
No.
You have to pay to watch the 13th episode, though. Hopefully, we end with a good. What is it? What do you call it? Like a
paywall.
The paywall. Yeah. Whatever. I can't get into this. It's too much for them.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Tavi's gonna let me openly promote a vertical. I'm sorry, Sarah-Grace.
That's me. She's great. She's great. She's great. It's fine. She is
I'm
great.
sure you're great in it.
Yeah, you know what? I am.
It's so mean.
I'm I'm really working on not being ashamed of my work, and you guys are just doing a wonderful job and encouraging
Christmas,
me.
guys.
No,
Let's-
seriously, her bank account is more sizable than both of ours combined.
I have
so
no
we really
doubt
have-
in that.
Yeah.
It's
That is
it's the
can't really
future.
talk.
It's the future. You can't fight the future, right?
No,
Yeah,
you can't.
like Sarah-Grace, can you pay for my rent next month, by the way? I was going to ask.
I don't know. You keep talking smack, and you better find yourself another ride from the airport.
Oh, damn. Dan, I'm coming to your house.
Yeah.
Stand over.
You're welcome. All right, let's move it along. What is the best Christmas gift that you've ever received in your life?
When I was a kid, my parents got me the big Lego Death Star. If you remember, I don't know if you guys were into Legos.
Yeah.
Dan, clearly. You guys weren't into Legos? No?
No, not
It's a big
nerd.
deal, man. Getting a
Sorry,
Lego
jeez.
Death Star.
Yeah, dude, it was like it's one of the most prominent Lego sets. I'm surprised y'all haven't heard of it. But do I have it? Oh, it's actually down here. It's actually down here.
No, don't pick it up.
This is
no,
not
we don't
invisible,
want to.
buddy. I break it, it just falls. Yeah, that
Christmas
blew my
cancer.
mind as a kid. It was like actually being gifted the real Death Star. That's how like big it was when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nice.
I think it was my Nintendo 3DS. Maybe I'm just saying that because it's literally on the corner of my desk right now. But I remember getting that and just thinking that nothing is ever going to top that. So,
Yeah, and you were right.
yeah, honestly, yeah.
And that was
Did it come with Nintendogs? Is that the one?
Oh,
No, it came with Mario Kart 8 or 7,
Oh.
I think it was. Mario Kart 7, yeah. The
Okay.
DS version.
Oh yeah, that's a game you don't want to play in Christmas. Talk about ruining relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine, it was funny because when I got the gift, I didn't understand it at all. One year, my mom got me a sewing machine for Christmas. I didn't know how to sew. I didn't ask for it. I was like, thanks, I guess. But then I learned how to sew, and I mean, like, learning how to sew and I've learned how to make my own costumes and bikinis and everything. It's like it's turned into this much larger gift that I didn't ever even intend on getting. So probably the sewing machine.
Wow, Mom knew. Mom somehow knew.
Before I knew, she knew.
I will say the gift that Sarah-Grace got Jaxon and I for Christmas this year might be our best.
Fire.
That might be our new favorite when we get it. It's coming, right?
It's on the way.
You won't even be able to see us. That's how good it is.
Is it an advanced copy of your vertical film?
Oh my god!
How did you know? It's a free copy of my latest vertical.
Sweet.
It's on VHS, actually. No. No, the gift she got us is truly, I cannot wait. It's going to be better than my current bets.
Ah.
It's matching camouflage t-shirts.
That's what it is, yeah.
That's what it is. Sorry,
I
guys.
can't wait.
But,
Nice.
they're so excited to get them, and it's really touching. So,
It was very nice.
That's nice.
I don't have anything camo in my my clothing repertoire. I kind of just wear the same shit every day, so I can't wait.
Did you guys
You're
get
welcome.
Sarah-Grace anything for Christmas?
No.
We're
No,
working on it.
we're gonna conjure something up.
Well, don't forget, I get 2 gifts because my birthday is 3 days before Christmas. So I should be receiving 4 gifts. That's all I'm saying.
You're getting one.
We're not rich like you. We're not wealthy. We can't do that. We can't afford that.
I'm buying 2 gifts. See, this is why I don't like Christmas. This is why I don't like Christmas.
Okay, we've got a few more questions left. Oh, I guess we kind of covered this, but you guys are familiar with Secret Santa, right?
Dude.
Yes.
Out of the 3 people in this room, in this space, which name would you be secretly hoping to pull if we played Secret Santa?
Damn. Well, I mean, I can only choose one. I can only choose one of you. So a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, you got to choose, Alex. Who's your favorite?
Yeah.
But it could be who's the
Yeah.
easiest to buy for as well. So there is that.
I'm gonna go Sarah-Grace because if I get her something bad, she'll pretend like it's good. If I get Jaxon something bad, he'll hurt my feelings and say it was trash.
No,
Am I
would
right?
I mean, at first I was going to be like, no, I would so say if it was a shitty gift, but I can't. I'm actually going to go next. I was going to say Alex because I feel like whatever he gets me would be extremely thoughtful because he's a very thoughtful person.
Aww.
So I think I would get it, and I think I would like it.
Well, I'll get you a gift. I'm going to get you a gift right after this because you said I'm going to give you 2 gifts. 3 gifts. Great. 4 gifts for next Christmas and your birthday.
I'm gonna go with Dan.
Oh, wow, okay. I
No one
appreciate
wants
that.
to draw my name, so
Yeah.
Dan, I'm getting you something nice.
Thank
Something
you.
nice.
What are you going to get, Dan?
Can it be something Japanese to reflect my heritage?
You guys, come on.
I know.
I'm gonna get you a subscription to Drama Box. That's what I'm gonna get you.
Sweet. Sweet. I'll look forward to it.
I love this bonus round, Dan. This is the best thing we've ever done.
We're going hard on verticals.
You killed it, Dan.
This is going to be a nightmare to edit.
Last one. Objectively, are you this year on the naughty list or the nice list?
I'm on the naughty list. That's what I'm on.
I don't know. I think I'm on the nice list. Like, how? I feel like,
Really?
how do I know?
Self-reflection.
I'm gonna say yes. I think I'm on the nice list this year.
Okay.
I'm going with nice. I'm a nice guy
Oh, so I'm just a dick. Yeah, okay.
for the most part.
Pretty much.
I agree with that. Jackson's the only one that chose me, so he's on the nice list.
Boom. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Potentially racist comments earlier aside, he's on the nice list.
No, there's no racist.
I told you not to open that door, Dan. I told you not to open that door.
Dan, Jaxon can be your new partner in crime for your podcast. He can be the other Asian
Yes,
bloke.
since the other one didn't want to show up.
Two Asian Blokes starring Dan and Jaxon Keller.
I am constantly looking for a replacement co-host, so I might take you up on that. All right. Thank you so much, guys. We're up to the plug portion of the recording. So, Alex, I think this is on you. Where can people find a Christmas party?
You can find it on Christmas Party Movie on Instagram. You can find me. Just search up my name, Alex Helmer. As these guys know, I need the followers. So I would really appreciate it if you could follow me. I beg of you.
Nice one. And I will put links below. All the links that you send me.
You follow me?
I follow you,
so.
yeah.
No, you don't.
Oh, no, I follow at the Helm Productions. I don't follow you.
Oh, yeah, that's not me.
All right,
That's
that
me.
counts.
Okay.
That counts. It's not our fault you have 19 Instagram accounts, all right?
I have 2.
I'll check you out. Give me your @, I'll follow you. All right, guys. Any closing words for the audience?
Thanks so much for having us, and we hope you enjoyed our film as much as we had fun making it.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. This was a blast. We had a great time.
I apologize for the 2 of them on behalf of the 2 of them.
You don't need to apologize, Sarah-Grace. They're not your responsibility.
You know what? You're right. I forget about that sometimes. You're right.
But no, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. This will probably come out on Christmas, so Merry Christmas.
Hey.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Happy holidays. Enjoy the new year and all that stuff. Check out a Christmas party. It's good. It's a good time. You'll like it.